Yun.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip
Your
one up in
time
no
for a quick
time.
snack? Tapos, yes, time to share muna saglit.
How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Which should I choose? And a
The
radish
neighboring nation of
veggie.
Liyue
You're
has
also
the
here
most
for
prosperous
Mondstadt's Wine,
commercial
aren't
port
you?
in all of
Is
Tibet.
there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I guess I'll host an expedition at the Adventurers Guild.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Sino dito? What did you send, my friend? Message ko na may send. Hindi ko na makita.
Ancient alchemy truly is
The
fascinating.
neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial board in all of Tibet.
They also give the most antiquity.
Ancient alchemy truly is
I
fascinating.
can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
They also give the most antiquity.
Bago tayo pumunta doon. Version highlights. Am I so bright? Malinaw ba? Kulang ng ilaw. Ooh. 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 4-star. Shikanoin. Shikanoin? Shikanoin. Haizu. Haizo. I don't know. Could be. Curse Blade. Uh-huh. Complete the relevant version. Ta-ta-ta. Okay. So makukuha mo siya through the game. Yes. Yes. Dahil dyan, wala na mapabili pero titingnan ko lang. How much? 1980. 1980. 1980. Ginto. Dapat din nakita. 180. Oh. Okay. Okay. Isa intertwined fate. Tapos. Tatlo. Tapos. What's in my mail? Meron ba tayong Yone claim all? Ooh, 600. Okay. Apat. Let's see. Uh-huh. Maya tayo magkonti ng pool. Mhm. Bago tayo mag-pull, check out muna natin yung other things. Okay. Ito yung bago. M battle. What is M battle? Oh, flame, 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 flame. Dami kong flame. Ooh. Next chapter. Oh. Mhm. 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 Flame, flame.
Truly is fascinating.
Which should I choose? Welcome. How can I help you?
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views. If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
I guess I'll host an expedition of the Adventurers Guild. Where else would the pirates dance with?
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
What?
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Bakit ka sasama sa pool ko? Makapag-pool ba pag sumama ka? Teka lang. May ano?
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Veggie soup. Where else would the Adventurers dance
The
with?
neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial
Ha? Hello?
Ancient alchemy truly
Hello?
is fascinating.
Di mo marinig? Naka-on naman mic ko. Di naman, naka-mute. Hello?
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Mahina.
has the most prosperous commercial
Wala na ilalakas mic ko eh. Sorry naman.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Sagad na.
Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Sagad na po, sagad. Wala nang... Ganyan na lang. Hinaan ko na lang yung laro. Hello?
If there's nothing
Wow!
better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Si Raulo.
Guess I'll host an expedition of the Adventurers Guild.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Sagad na? Sagad to? One, 119. Ay, 1119? Ba ba to?
I can't decide whether pyro
First
slime
10.
tastes better
Scenery
with
is
salt and
wonderful.
pepper or garlic and herb.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Good luck nga. First 10. Sure ako wala pa, di ba? Mhm. Second 10. Okay. Third 10. Ayaw, baka pagpipiti na naman ako nito.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Wow.
This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
30 pa lang, 30 pa lang. Actually, kahapon pa ako nagdadasal. Fourth 10. 40 na ako.
This scenery is wonderful.
Ayaw.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Sana 60. Panginoon Diyos. 50. Sana 50. 50? 50. 50. 50. Guaranteed naman, pero still. 50 na.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my
Mainis
home.
ako pag umabot pa to na ano.
This blade. It is the last
60.
link I have to the land of my birth.
Gold? Putik. Hindi gold. Ano pag 72, no? Change court. Kaninong court sa'yo? Hindi, isa pa. 70. Magsi-70 na eh, so. 70. Yun! 70. Isa-isahin natin. Isa! Isa lang. At least may isa.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Kala ko. Naloko na. At least may isa. Kompleto na maths ko. Pang 70? 70? Ano ba weapon? Pang Kazuha ba to? RT kulang pa. Nagpa-farm ako nung ilang araw. Ang hirap mag-farm. Ang alat. Sobrang alat. Papangit ng bigay? Pang Kazuha nga to. Mag-pull kaya ako? Well, ang bala o kay Kazuha
For
eh.
a quick snack, I'll whip one up in no time.
Sub DPS.
This scenery is
Pero-
wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Hindi ko sure eh. Baka... Pull ko kaya? Pull ko na ba? 27, 5. May dagdag ako 5. 5, 10. Magiging 59. Should I? Pull ko weapon niya? Tayo mo pre. Pull ko weapon niya? May history ba ako? May history ba ako? Wala! Wala akong history.
There are leaves around.
So 50-50
I
ako.
know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Pull ko kaya? Gusto ko... Natatep ako.
tastes better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs?
Pag-support. Kasi sub-DPS ko siya, gagawin ko siyang sub-DPS. So, okay ba sa kanya to or meron pa ako ibang weapon eh, pero masakit din kasi yung EM niya eh. Yung Elemental Mastery, so teka.
Is there time for a quick snack? Open up in no time.
Ay, 50-50 lalabas dito eh. Kaya alanganin ako eh. Pero di kasi kung sana hindi nawala yung history ko, nakapag-pull pa ako, willing ako mag-pull.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This
Worth
blade,
it ba sa kanya?
it is the last link I have to the land of my
Worth it ba kay Kazuha yung Lost Prayer? Worth it ba i-pull ko ang Lost Prayer? Freedom's Sword. Lost Prayer. To nga. Worth it ba ang Freedom Sworn kay Kazuha? Pang sub-DPS?
I can't decide whether pyroslimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Beast? Anong beast? What is beast? Best in slot. When the character will once even if said character is not on the field. Ooh.
The scenery
Ooh.
is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Okay. Sige. Pagdasal mo pre, makuha ko. Ito na. Ito na. Ito na.
Is there time for a quick snack?
First
Open
10.
up in no time.
Gold kagad. Gold. Putik. Hindi gold. Skip, skip, skip. Second 10. Gold. Gold.
There are leaves around.
Puchupay.
Just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Third 10. Puchupay. Gold. Gold. Putik ng gold sa 30. Ang tanong, anong lalabas? Ha? Anong lalabas? Ano say next? Continue. Ah! 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 Okay. Anong lalabas? Ayaw. Hindi ako humihinga. Utang ina.
Surely enough to
Putik.
convince anyone.
Shit! Ah! Anak ng puta. Ah! Ayoko na. Sure. Ayoko. Ah. All in. Ah! No! 100% na ba to? Kapag in-all in ko na? Hindi ba? Ah. Tuloy ko ba? Sige. Ala! Ala! Nawala! ah! Sige, isagad natin. Utik na yan. Gold! Fuck you! Ah! Bakit gano'n? Nakakainis. Ah, pag-shop ba ako? Sampu. Ha? Deluxe skin?
I can't decide whether pyrosine
Di
tastes
ko,
better
di ko
with
pa
salt and
afford eh.
pepper or garlic and herbs.
I can't buy. I have no, yeah. Pero ang pogi eh.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Hmm. Pinromote mo ba?
Snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Apat. Ah, kinuha ko na pala isa. Kasi ba? First na ako wala. Second 10. Second 10. Okay. Accepted na. Third 10. Okay. Lang ya. Okay. Okay. Tanggap na. Tanggap na natin. Ah! Sige. Nandito na rin tayo. Palakasin natin si Kazuha. Aha, where is? Hindi ikaw.
If there's nothing better to do,
Nasaan?
we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ayun.
There are leaves around, and I
Level
know
up!
just the
Level
tune
up!
to accompany them, if
Ay.
you wish to hear it.
Wag, sayang yung ano. Ito muna ubusin natin. Assigned! Yeah, ipon ulit. 3 weeks pa naman. So, hopefully, bago magtapos yung banner, makuha ko siya. Hopefully, malalaman natin. What the fuck? I said,
My blade grows keener.
Teka.
I can't decide whether pyrosines taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
This scenery is
Level
wonderful.
up.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Ascend. Ascend.
The sound of snow.
Tapos level up. Abot ba? Parang bitin na yata. About. Ascend. Ascend. Level up. Abot ba na ipon ko? Ay, sayang. Bawas. Ito. Tapos ascend. Abot.
The waves ride.
Level up. Sayang, bawas. Sayang libo. Nice. Tapos ascend. Shit, maubusan yata ako. Level up. Pa.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Kinulang na 6. Saglit lang yan. 6. Kailangan ko 6. Ay. Parang bitin. 3. Kulang ni. Kulang. Oh my God. Bitin yata. Ay, hindi.
One with nature.
Fully level up na ba yung Kazuha mo, pre?
Into the wind.
Kazuha. Oh, mali. Ah? Kulang?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Kulang! Kuya mo!
It is the
Teka,
last
teka.
link I have to the land of my birth.
Nakaw! Kailangan ko na... Where there's a will, there's a way. Aha. Kailangan ko apoy. Kulang ako ng 2. Yung tawag dun? Ito. Whether there's a will, there's a way. There will always be a way.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Kulang ko 2. Kailangan ko lang... Ay, shit. Aabot ba to? Parang hindi. Kasi kailangan ko Ay, hindi. Alam ko, kulang ko. Alam ko.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Stardust. Ito. Okay. Aha. So, 2. Confirm. Aha. 2. Confirm. Okay na. Tapos... Ascend! Level up. Nice.
As one travels the
Level up. Di ata abot dun ako.
just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Hindi umabot! Bitin! Bitin! Kaya ubusin ko lahat to. Bitin. Ay, di. Whether there's a will, there's a way. Saan yun?
This scenery is
Oh, di ba?
wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Sakto.
I can't decide whether
Tipat rewards. Oo nga, hindi ko pa nakuha yun.
pepper or garlic and herbs.
How can I help you?
Tipat. Pasok tayo kay Tipat. Tipat. Instant leave ka, pre. Okay lang?
This route.
This round, people. Yes, around people. Sagarin na natin. Okay. Hindi ko na-afford yung iba. Goodbye.
If you ever have any questions.
Yes, yes, yes. Balik na tayo doon. Instant.
Hello.
Tapos, huh? Ako pala. Level up. Level up. Yun lang yun. Walang yan. Teka. Whether there's a will, there's a way. Umabog! Okay, 90. Good job. Kunin natin to.
Is there
Kunin
time
ko
for a quick
to.
snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Kunin ko to. Tatlong standard. Di ilan ba standard ko? 8. May 8 akong standard. Weapon, wala. Constay, wala. Talent. Unahin ko to. Abot ba? Bitin yata talent ko eh. Gusto mo? Ilan ba? 8. Sabi ko sa'yo, 8 eh. Single pool. 1. Wala. Alat! Talaga, alat.
Salt and pepper or garlic and herbs?
2. Pag may nag-gold dito, pa-bonus sword. Kanino ko binigay? Na-hygiene ko yata. 4. Wala. Maski wala. Ay, wait. Balik ko next it. 5. Hirap talaga pag single pool. 6. Aha. Expected ko na. Grabe naman sa Jade Spear. Sa standard banner, Jade Spear. Swerte ko naman. And wala. Okay. Si Kazuha is... Ano ba pwede? Basit ko. Pwede ko kunin to, pero nasa gene ko to eh.
Is there time for a quick snack?
Sige
I'll
pre,
whip one up in no time.
ipon-ipon na ulit. Salamat sa swerte. At least sa 70 ko nakuha. Parang gusto ko ibigay sa kanya. GG. Kahit maalat, pero GG. Pero attack to eh. So,
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
yes. Bibigay ko kay Jin to. Pero EM dapat eh. Mawawala ng gamit Jin ko.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Animo. Animo. Hmm. $33, 133.1. Baba ng crit rate. Pwede ko kunin to. Pero nasa ayak ako eh. So, ano ba pwedeng sub? Sub weapon. May power of Google. Cause,
If there's
2.8
nothing better to do,
tayo.
we could go foraging for ingredients.
Kazuha. Sub-weapon. Sub-weapon. Primordial Jade Cutter. Eh, nasa ano ko eh. Nasa ano ko rin to. Ano ba? Iron Sting. Iron Sting. Iron. What's this? Alley Flash. Ooh!
Is there time for a quick
Kasi may
snack?
EM.
I'll whip
So,
one up in no time.
para mas masakit yung ano ko. Iron Sting. Let's see. Let's see.
foraging for ingredients.
May iron sting ba? Parang wala. Ito lang may EM eh. So, pwede mag-alley flash para lang sa EM. Kasi more or less sub DPS ko naman to. Or Favonius. Pwede. Wala ako pwede ibang weapon eh. Pwede.
Can't decide whether pyroslimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Sige, ito. Ito muna. Pero, kompleto na set ko. Talent pala, talent. Ito muna. Ba pwede? Let's see. Wala na pala akong pera. I'm poor again. I'm becoming poor. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. 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 Okay, ubos na. So, tayo ay Kazuha. Kazuha. Saan na go? Aha. 7. 8. 9. Oh, I'm poor.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Taghirap ako. My God. Okay. Let's see this. Kompleto ko ba? Akala ko kompleto ko. Oh, spear siya. Okay. Shikainon Haizu. Okay. Kailangan ko. Wala na pala akong money.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
Di ko pala nang gagawa daily ko. Let's see.
Is there time for a
Okay.
quick snack? I'll whip one up
Ayaw
in no
nga,
time.
no? 15 domains. Okay. Hindi pa pala ako nagtatrowns. Wala na yata ako, ano. Abyss. Nag-restart na ba? Okay. Mamaya ka na. Ipon-ipon ulit. Tag 4 again. Bakit water?
One with nature.
Yes.
Well, protect us.
Mm-hmm.
Clouds high, the birds call. Wind strike.
Dalawa.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Kaya kinuha natin si Kazuha para lang doon. Oo nga, no? Hindi ko pa nakuha to. Pero, I don't know if gusto ko. Gusto ko talaga si Kazuha eh. So.
Boing, boing, boom! Yeah. La la la.
La la la.
Ta ta ta. Yeah.
Ta ta ta. Oh.
As a dutiful maid would.
La. Oh no. Bad server. Server, why like that?
La la la. Yeah. Blazing delight.
Super quickly. Ay? Sayang eh. Paano ba to? Hello. 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 Wah. Wah. Wah.
Let the show begin.
Freeze.
Anong weapon? Wah. Wah, wah, wah.
Bring it on.
Mhm.
Hey.
Mhm.
Ready, steady, go!
Don't get frostbite. Fracture.
Fracture. Ang kulit. Ang cool. Ano ba weapon to? Nakoko to. What is your weapon, sir? Ay, right ako nag-continue. Ang cool. Like, ang cool. I dig it. But what is your weapon? May Google. Ayan. May bago tayong character. Bagong character. Ito ba yun? Ooh. Ah, main siya. Ah, book. Libro siya. Okay. Libro weapon niya. I see, I see, I see. Libro. Claim.
Give up. You're in for a little shock. Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
You're toast!
Your toast.
Surrender and be gentle. Give up.
Hindi umabot.
Submit.
Submit.
Frying pan?
Exit. Tayo. Bakit ang hina nga ng mic ko, no? Mic! Tape ko kaya to dito. Mukha akong tanga yun. Mike. Mas humina. Mike. 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 I need a better mic. Spear to eh. So, pang ilan siya? You are a B. Ah, you're just a B. Ah, you're a tier list letter B, huh?
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this. Don't get too close.
Out of the frying pan, it's
Oh, so sorry. I got you covered.
Mm-hmm.
eat this.
Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool it. Supporting fire.
Shield siya. Okay. Okay. I get it.
You're toast.
Don't get too close.
Hindi ko, bakit, pwede ito as sub DPS, hindi siya main. Dahil lang dun. Para lang burst. I guess, parang ganun. Pwede na. Hello? Okay, pwede na. Hindi na masama. Why? Why? Hindi ko nakuha weapon ni Kazuha. Nakakalungkot. Aha. Tapos, test run. Kompleto ko na lahat. Tapos, let's see. Bakit may nag-ano pa? Ah, yun. Okay. Plus ko na ba weapon niya? Should I? Let's see. Kasi, kapag kinuha ko to, mawawala ng energy recharge yan. No. Teka. Let's see. Pwede palit sa'yo.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ay, wait. Ay, hindi. Energy recharge to eh. Pwede to. Nawalan talaga ng gamit. Ano ko? 1.5. 1.5. 33.4, 133.1. Ha! Paano kaya ito? Nawalan ng gamit. Ano ko eh? Teka. Nawalan ng gamit. Let's see. Sort. Animal. Hindi pwede ko bigay sa'yo.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Animo naman. Sort by animal. Bakit ayaw mo mag-sort? Bakit nandito? This is not animal. Pinagloloko ko nito. Wala naman. What?
If
Nangyari
there's
dito.
nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Hindi naman to animal eh. Hmm? What's happening? Is it lagging? I feel like it's lagging. Why won't you, like, why? Ah, kaya, tanga. Animal. Let's see. Ayoko na mawalan ka ng gamit. So, teka. This is... Kapareho mo to eh. Dep, pero ano. Dep attack. Siguro ito. Okay? Then... Filter. Iridescent. Natitemp ako. Teka nga. Kailangan crit rate. Pag ito pinlast ko, pero sayang mo na yan. Energy recharge. Sige, sayang mo na to. Energy recharge. Alam ito mastery. EM may crit damage. Ito crit rate. Plus 14 na yun. So, baka na lahat nasa EM. Okay na yan. Siguro, I guess. Let's see. Crit rate. Crit damage. More or less, mas prefer ko crit rate compared to crit damage. Pero I need EM. Pwede EM. EM ko to. Sige, ganyan. Crit rate, attack. Ito, sa'yo na to. Let's see. These are okay. But this is better. Okay. Huh? Uh-huh. Oh my god. Oh. So bad. This is so bad. Okay, let's see. Okay na attack ko. Animo. I have no animo. So, I guess. Energy recharge. Ano ba pwede sa kanya? Hmm. Adjust tayo. Hmm. Tama lang. To. Plus 20 plus 0. Parang gusto ko to. Kasi di ko na necessarily kailangan yung ito na lang. Plus ko to. Ipa-plus kita. Select. Ooh. May na. Ooh. Let's see. Ano ang hindi ko kailangan? Sayang eh. Mas sayang lalo. Let's see. Ba pwede? Ito na lang. Lang yan sa defense na punta. HP. Defense ulit. Hindi mo lang nag-EM. 16 ko na lang. Ah! Puro depth. Bakit ka puro depth? Depth Lord. Di naman kay Kazuha yun eh. Ayoko bigay kay Kazuha yun. Para kay ano yun? Bakit? Tank Lord. Umay. Para kay ano to? Saan dito? 20. Tank Lord ang. Ba? 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 Bakit? Oh shit, I'm poor. Pero, ba? Ba? Wala nang pera. Buff 20. I'm poor na. Teka nga. Abyss? Hindi pa totally okay yung ano ko eh. Ito pa lang siya, 33, 133. Damage ko, 1.5. Ang weapon ko, ito. Kailan ko binigay ito? Artifacts ko, pinagkukuha ko lang ko sa kanina. So, tapos, 866. Dahil 4 na ako. Pero sige, trip lang, mag-abyss tayo. Kailan ba reset na? Teka, sino ba to? Okay, wait. Sige, wait lang. First ko, siguro ito. Ito. Kailangan ba healer? Should I go for healer? Hindi pa masyado eh, kasi nagka-rumble na. So, wag dalawang animo. Why? Gusto ko to eh. Tapos yan. Kailangan ko isa pang support. Ito kasi bibigay ko kay Xiao eh. Hindi. Hindi. Alam ko na. Hindi. Ikaw. Okay na yun. Kailangan ko isa pang support eh. Ching? Thank you? Bennett. Pwede. Tapos, ikaw. Tapos ikaw. Iniisip ko paano ako ito sisimulan eh. Putik. Bakit depth? Gago sir. Wala maganda ni isa. Depth na nga lang. Let's see. Kazuha. Chinkyu. Wait. Bennett.
You should really bring the
Kazuha.
Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Chinkyu. Tas Dilo.
Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud.
Let me weave you a verse.
Ay, tanga. Ulit. Retry. Teka, bakit nawala? Ayun, so...
Clouds high.
The birds call.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Rain cutter.
Parang mali. Ulit. Di ba dapat mauna Bennett?
Going in!
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud.
Let me weave you a verse.
Time for retribution.
Hindi na tama isa. Tama, Bennett una. After Bennett, Ching. Ay, hindi. After Bennett, Kazuha, Ching. Pero di lang kasi tumama eh. So, sige, isa pa. Ay! Ay! Ay, tanga. Uli. Mali na pipindot ko! Mali! Bennett, Kazu. Bennett, Kazu. Tapos dilo.
One with nature. Falling leaves adorn my night.
Witness the power of Kawa.
Oh!
Verdigris.
Ay, putik eh. Uy! Nasaan ka?
The wind knows it. Clouds high. The birds call.
No, my sword.
Alat.
Everybody stand back.
Time for retribution.
Di kaya. Kamali si Kuya. Ulit. Dapat 1 minute eh. Yung dilo. Totoo. Wala pa kasi costume.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
As one with wind and cloud.
Let me weave you a verse.
Burn.
Pang ina. Naniliwas pa kayo? Bakit? Alat. Super alat.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Witness the power of Kawa.
Verdigris.
Into the wind.
Rain outlines your fate.
Falling leaves adorn my night.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Rain cutter.
Time for retribution.
Tang.
The wind knows it.
May buhay pa. Ay!
One with nature.
No, my sword. Huh? Yeah. I'm going in.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows it.
Verdigris.
Rain outlines your fate.
Falling leaves adorn my night.
Let me weave you a verse.
Ay, di kaya.
Everybody stand back.
Kaya ba 1 minute? Mali.
Witness my great
10.
undertaking.
Di kaya ni Kuya.
Order
Di
guide you.
kaya.
Come into being.
Wind, hear me.
Gather. Lament. Worthless. Here.
2-star talaga.
Here.
Di kinaya. Dapat magawa kayo ng 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Dapat magawa ako 1.5 minute yung una. 1.5 minute yung kasunod. Yun nga, ang hirap. Pag nandun na yung combo tapos biglang iilag. So, stress.
One with nature.
Let's light it up.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Ay! Mali. Ay, okay lang.
Verdict is
Into the wind.
Witness the power of God. Everybody stand back.
fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
Mamatay. Putik.
Where did I go?
Namatay.
Into the wind.
Nawala yung damage dealer ko.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Namatay.
The wind knows it.
Rain outlines your fate. Let's light it up.
One with nature.
I'm going in.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
The wind knows it.
Retribution.
Let me weave you a verse.
Into the wind.
Clouds high.
Mali.
Birds call.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Time to act.
The wind knows it.
Off we go. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Into the wind.
Retribution. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Witness the power of God.
Naman. Ay! Ooh, stress. Why like that? Naman dito. Ay, ikaw. Bilis! Pabagal ka eh. Bagal ng kwilos.
is order. Burst forth. Moments of birth.
Go as one!
Useless. Come into being. Gather.
Mhm.
Barbados, guide us.
Evil conquering. Here. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Mhm. Saan na yun?
Useless. Burst forth.
Ay, tangi.
I will have order.
Nasaan na yun? Kumalikot.
Live. Feel this ancient power.
Ang likot.
Foreign. Come into being. Stabilize.
Go as one!
Burst forth. Solidify. Moments of birth.
Moment of birth.
This is order.
No?
I
Hmm.
have failed.
Disappear. Worthless.
Alat.
Worthless. Worthless.
No! Alat! Ayoko. Leave for now. Na-stress na ako. Huwag na muna yan. Suko muna. Suko. Suko ako. Na-stress ako dun. Request na lang tayo. Ah, wait. Ilan ba ano ko? Kasi 4. Gamitin ko to. Kasi maubos ko yan. Meron akong isa doon. Nakaka-stress naman yun. Why like that? Why? Excuse me. Why won't you? Huh? Why so mean to me? Ha? Kailangan ko na isa pa. Siguro one more. And then, wait. Since kita rin tayo, kunin ko lang yan. Kailangan ko lang. Tantarang. Wait. Saan ba marami na ilog. 70 on. Saan ba mas maraming ano? Yung wala masyadong. Ito, pwede. Cook na lang. Select. Auto cook. 20. Confirm. Yun na yun. Then, yung sa ano. Ay! Hindi pa pala ako nagde-dailies. Mag-dailies lang saglit. Pero after nito muna. Ay, mali. No. Go away. Mali. Why would I do that? No. Wagner talaga. Like something made? Yes, of course. Something made. Tapos, where is that? 20. Tapos ng 20. I need to do my dailies. So, ito muna sa pinakamalapit.
Oh, I don't like the rain.
Mhm. Palit tayo ng party.
Conquering demons is what I do.
Ikaw.
Want me to come along?
You called?
What shall we do?
What shall we do? Ay, tang. One K lang. Cute, pero... Paano kaya papalaasin?
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
I will have order.
I will have order.
One with nature.
As one with wind and cloud. Useless.
Two down, two more, two more. Two more. Nasa ba? 9:30. 10.
The wind knows me.
Mhm.
Prepare yourself.
Nope.
You can't run from death.
One more. Nandoon. Ang dami na dyan. Afternoon. Afternoon. Afternoon is... Ilan pa ba kailangan? Ipon-ipon ulit. Tayo mag-ipon. Ipon, ipon, ipon. Yes, yes. Yes, talk faster. So slow. Why are you slow talker? Talker. Okay. Detail. Ay? Tama ba? Tama ba? Am I doing this right? Am I right? Are you right? Yes. No? Could be. Ala. Ala.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Solidify. This is order.
Solidify. Wala na akong money. Wait. Farm ko ba? Farm ko ba? Para ma-9 ko siya. Kompleto naman ako eh. Wala na kasi yung pera eh. I have no money. I'm poor. I'm very, very poor. Why so poor me? Why? Why poor? Why you don't like me? Oops, sorry.
Add
Let's see.
Thank you for coming. Add Astra. Okay na yun. Tapos ito. Ito. Claim everything. Claim. Ay, oh, wait. Napakulang ko. Defeat 10 bosses. Ley lines. Request 3 ano. Total 10 furnishing. Oh nga, no, I forgot. May furnishing nga pala, no. Weekend pa to. Trowns domain. I could give or take. Boss. Do I need a boss? I have no money. Money? Teka nga lang. Kasi, where is my Kazuha? Kazu. Talent. 12. 4, 8, 12. Kulang. So, if I do this, Tuesday, Friday pa. Friday pa siya. But I'm poor. Ay, kulang. Kaya. Kulang siya pala ng artifacts. My God. Hindi ko napansin. Bigay sa'yo. May animo ka na eh. So, kailangan ko ng very decent. Which is wala. Sa'yo na to. Sa'yo na muna. Ito? Kaya pala. Wala din akong damage. Kaya pala. Ba pwede mo na ipalit? Pa-bonus? Pwede. Hindi naman sa'yo pa rin eh. So, kailangan ko lang heal. It is the power of Google. Baka. Support ko si Jean.
Mhm. Nasa kanya yung festering desire eh. Kailangan ko... Pwede mo pa bonus. Pero... pa pwede. Pwede pa bonus. Bigay ko muna sa bonus ko. Sword of Dissension. Gusto ko ibigay eh. Sa'yo na muna yan. Ay, wala nga palang pera. I'm poor. Legit poor. Pwede mag-sacrificial. Pwede naman daw. Cute. So, siguro farm. I guess farm muna. Dahil poor na ako. I have no more money. Farm tayo na ito. Dahil di kita kailangan ko si Venti.
Didn't keep you
Or
waiting,
pwede rin
did I?
ito.
I can do
Si
it.
Venti na lang.
Didn't keep you waiting,
Venti.
did I?
Pwede na. All Animo. Wala pala ako ano no.
One with nature.
Time
Ay!
to take off.
Mali. Ay, hindi. Tama lang.
Amuse myself a little.
As one with wind and cloud. Lament.
Lament. Ay, isa.
Wind, hear me.
The wind knows me.
Bah, may nakuha akong achievement. Oh my god, achievement! All Animo. Anime. Ito ay... Ha? Ha? Pwede. Pwede. Kailangan ko sans eh. So, dapat sans ang lumabas. Ayaw bigyan ng sans.
Think you can get away? Are you? Wouldn't gliding here play with me?
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Mali. Dapat di ko pinindot yun.
Barbados, guide us.
Evil conquering.
Natamaan ko ba? Natamaan ko. Come on, Kazuha! Give me good item, item, item. Maganda item, please. Maganda item, please. Uy. Oo. Pero may healing balls na kayo. Okay. Okay. Pero okay na yung item ni ano eh. Hindi ko bibigay yun.
Time for takeoff. Are you? Here we go. Here to play with me?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Worthless. Oh, 37 seconds. $37 ba? Biling ako ah. To ay! Woo! Attack. Should I? Pero 4 ako 4. For now, artifacts. Bukas, mag-iipon ako. Wala akong pera eh.
Think you can get away?
Think you can get
Gliding
away?
faster. Let's play.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Wait, hear me.
Evil conquering.
May buhay pa.
Worthless.
43. Not bad. 43 seconds. Isa pa. Pangit! Ang pangit nun. Bakit? Ganon.
Time for takeoff. Are you? Here to play with me?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Bakit?
One with nature.
Blink. Think you can get away?
Think you can get away?
Clouds high. The birds call. Boring. Useless. Lament. Here. Worthless. Here.
Ilang set? 51. Pinaglaruan ko pa eh. So,
Time to go.
okay. Ha? Wala? Meron! Meron! Nakikita ko, oh. Di na nakamute mic ko. Hininaan ko kasi Ano? Para marinig boses ko. Grabe. Teka nga. Bakit ako?
Lugi naman pag ako.
Langya. Ako talaga gusto mo pag ano yun, ha? Dahil dyan, wala na akong pera. Mag-ano tayo isa? Isang money. There. Wala kang pasok, Jedi. Eleven. Lapit na. Hanggang oras ka. Eleven to 8. Yun lang. Pasok ko, ano? 7:30 to 5:30. Eh, kain ka muna.
Time for takeoff.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Go lang.
The wind knows me.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away?
For it.
Tik-tik. My God, poorness. Hindi na bagod ko. 265,000. Tatlong intertwined fate. Alat. Tag 4. Mag-quest na ba ako? Tinatamad na mag-quest. Bakit ayaw mag-load? Okay na to. 10 furnishing. Quest na nga lang. Quest! Quest tayo. Saan yun? Where are ya? Are you? Pinakamalapit ay... Ikaw? Ito na lang. Oh my God! Oh my golly G!
way.
The wind knows me.
To the ferry.
Pwede palit. Pero kasi kailangan yung skill damage niya eh. So, wala lang. Get Tau party. Set up. Pa. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Aha.
A walk would be
Ganyan.
nice.
Tapos, dalawa na rin kasi. So, kailangan, hindi ko pa pala napapalakas to, no? Excuse me. Ayun, ayun ka pang ano eh. So, sino pwede? Sige.
I'm here.
Pepega 64. Sino ka? Kilala ba
Time to go.
kita?
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Mhm.
Huh? What's up?
Kalabang ka agad.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Ba't may kulat yung sir?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Life goes on.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever
Tama
met
nga naman.
someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Mhm.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Mhm. Tayo ay... Saan tayo pupunta? Mhm.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time As soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Muso no Hitotachi.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd. With all this going on, I sure hope no one tries to sneak onto the ship.
Kazuha, ang ginawa mo? Bakit ka na
Oh,
hinahanap?
it's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara
Almighty
clan belonged to
Shogun.
this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the
Arigo?
Fatui. Attributing all of the
Saan
blame to the
pulpit ko?
Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. we seek only to correct a past injustice.
Mm-hmm.
With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Electro at Animal.
But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No, this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Okay. Naglag.
Sorry. Sabihin mo, Reggie. Ano gusto mo sabihin?
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question.
What is the
Do
question?
you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If the...
Millions?
Ay, mali. Napindot ko. Balik ko pinindot.
Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
True.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryo Commission had very few leads, and I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma! Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Smithy. Pupunta tayo kay Smithy. Why? Ah.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties. And just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Ishin
That's right.
art.
Ishin art strives
Ishin?
for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
Wow.
I believe
A
he went to
great
collect the item from Mr. Nagato.
Ano kaya yun?
After that, the next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. And neither of them came back.
A
Yes.
fire?
Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Thank you.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon.
Weapon?
Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is
Blade quality.
extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind.
Talaga?
Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind.
Ooh.
He has never gotten into a fight before.
Really?
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
Napakahaba ng kwento ni Lolo. At wala akong naintindihan ni isa.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes.
Yes.
It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other.
Oh my god.
Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Palayo tayo ng... Okay. Tamad na tamad maglakad eh. Follow.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
Kahit
No,
pera
no,
kagad.
you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again.
Ungat talaga, utang kagad.
I'm
Grabe
sorry you
naman.
have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum.
When bored,
I said,
chat.
if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Yes.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time.
Ang haba ng kwento.
When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament.
Lalaki,
And
wala tayong problema.
I also don't know if he had
Hinahunting
actually
si
come to his
Kazuha.
senses, or if he was
More or less
simply
for CG.
angry with me.
Siguro may kailangan siya
The
pambayad.
next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught
Maybe.
fire,
Could be. We
and
shall
both
see.
he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand.
I understand.
Amin Omayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. So
Why?
it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts.
Kaya. Maraming
Even
utang.
though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
True.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely
haba
played a
ng
part in how
kwento.
the situation unfolded,
Makakidlip na ako.
though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and,
Bakit oil lamp?
nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. What started as a disagreement over the price escalated and ultimately turned into a tragedy. However, in this case, only one of the parties would have started the fire. That would make the other party innocent, and they would have no reason to hide themselves from the public. If this is indeed what happened, and the innocent man hasn't come forward yet, then it suggests they may have already lost their life. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
Why? What? I don't know.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Aww.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Thursday.
Wait.
Wait. Why?
I hear something ominous in the wind.
I know.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
Ano
It's
naman
right
yun?
around here somewhere.
Where?
But there's nothing here.
Yes. I know.
It's gone now. But
May
I
tao
can
sa
still
likod.
sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Remnants?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Huh. So it's an
Ah, may nakalimutan
underground
ako.
warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth.
Tama naman.
You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
So true. Sana ano, may panggulat sila na ginawa.
Everything's
lang,
buried in debris.
ano yun?
I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was
Ay,
about to
boogeyman?
jump out at us.
Naganap ka ng
All we can
boogeyman.
do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
May ganun. I
Time to go.
see black smoke. Just following black smoke. Saan ako
From
dinadala
this
ng itim
point,
na
the
usok?
trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly. Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Pagtungtong ng alas 11 matutulog na.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing our attention. Let's take a closer look.
Order guide you.
Order guide you.
Into the wind! It's...
What?
Ugh! Look at this red stuff!
What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Ayon sa mahabang letra ay, I am nagagawa. I was he took my most precious blade. I chased him but couldn't catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. Wow, exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Hooray! Why did he steal that blade? Why? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. Galit? Ag, it hurts. It hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do is to distract from the pain is right. Okay. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuichi, and Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was. Wow. And how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not. One iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together and still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Is it? Sachiko!
According to this letter,
Sachiko.
a
Saan ko
conflict
narinig?
arose
Sachiko.
because Amenoma Yuya wanted to
Anime ba?
seize a blade
Sachiko.
belonging to Mr.
Sachiko?
Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed
Where
the
did I hear
warehouse
Sachiko?
and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
I don't know.
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever
Patay
traces
na.
there may have been of his fate beyond after this point,
Dead na
they've
siya.
since been disturbed
Aw.
by the hilly churls.
Why?
There's nothing more for us to find here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths.
True.
If Ame no Mayuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
True.
Right. So let's get moving.
Tara.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts,
Tara
the
na kasi
easiest
Kazuha. Ang
desire
dami pang
to inflame
sinasabi.
would be their pursuit of
Nantok
further
na
power
ako.
and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Ooh, okay.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
Show yourself. Ah, si ano, siya. Yuya? Was it Yuya? I guess it was Yuya. I forgot.
Kaedehara Kazuha.
It's you at
you.
last.
At last.
Oh my god.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before.
Ah.
Problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it
Nababaliw
is
na ako.
Ame no Mayuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now
True.
that you mention it, it is
Ah, nga
giving
no?
off
Pwede ko pala
its
ito
strange
makuha.
light.
Ito na lang ipa-plus ko.
Whoa, surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes as a descendant of the Kaedehara.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden
Bakit?
Indeed.
Bakit ka
At
nagnakaw?
that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end,
Di basa pala
all he
to.
could do was to
Di
flee
naman
the
sa
nation
di
by
basa.
sea
Ano
on a
kasi,
ship bound for Snezhnaya.
kada update may
He was a bladesmith
kwento.
of great renown,
So, yun.
a master of his craft.
Quest kasi,
There was
sayang
nothing
yung
that he
ano,
could not
gems.
accomplish.
So, tinatapos
All
ko.
he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end,
Let's skip.
he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation
Ano,
of
ay,
me.
pinapanood ko yung
He
kwento.
not only
Hindi ko rin
bestowed
naintindihan.
upon me the greatest of strength, but also
Pero sayang
endowed
din
me with
naman
a
eh.
consciousness of my own.
Meron kasing ano,
In her conceit,
yung mga
the
magagandang
Raiden
moment sa
Shogun
mga
lost not only the
kwento, kaya
single most perfect blade
minsan
in the
ayoko rin
entire
i-skip.
world,
Yung tulad yung
but also
ginawa
an
ni Xiao, yung
irreplaceable achievement
yung
in the
last
art of
update,
blade forging.
2.6
So,
yata.
swords
Ganda ng
can
kwento.
become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave
Pag-isipan ko eh.
Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one
Why gusto mo
step closer
pagpasayawin,
to
ha?
my ancestral
Alam mo
home.
namang tigas-tigas ng katawan ko eh.
I seek but one thing. To face
Turuan
the
mo ko.
full
Turuan
force
mo
of
ako
the
steps.
Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Alam mo
So
ganun sa
Amenome
Twitch. Pero
Yuya
ako
was
more
not
on
your first victim.
chill.
Tell me, what happens
Chill
to
lang
those
ako
you
eh.
possessed when you finished using them?
Wow, papakita ako
Hosts.
boobies.
Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Meron ako
When they got
pecs.
tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse.
Lapit na pasok mo,
until
Jedi
Amenome
ah.
Yuya
Mag-11
handed
na.
himself
Ano
over
ba?
to me
Oh,
on a silver platter.
quarter to 11.
At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenome Yuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Oh?
There can
Buti
be
ka pa.
no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your
Busy
body
ako sa
over
work
to
ko eh.
me.
Mali.
Gather.
Useless.
Submit to me. Join me and sever that divine light.
One with nature.
We shall rewrite history.
Ah!
Submit to me.
Bakit nasa baba yun?
The wind knows me. Useless.
We shall rewrite history.
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Join
night.
me. Solidify.
This is order.
Patay.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
Ng PoE habang nag-work.
Even if you defeat
PoE?
me here, the one who falls will not be
Path of
me,
Exile.
but this man.
Tagal ko na din naglaro ng Path of
Can
Exile.
be replaced. I can take
Sobrang
a
tagal
new
na.
vessel at will.
Nag-iipon
The end
ako.
result is the
Magbibuild ako
same.
ng ano.
I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even
What's
if
that?
I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure.
Rod. Oh my
By
god.
any means necessary,
Give me
and
my
any
sword.
medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny.
Your fighting style.
May space
It
ba
is
dapat?
indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition.
Gumana ba? Di ko
You
alam
believe
pinaggagawa ko
I
eh.
am your only hope.
Are you going to claim that I am helpless without you?
Espada.
On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
May
Because all
sword
of
you.
that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've
Hindi ko
seen
na alam
inside your
kwento.
mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you
Tagal
are
ng
now
kwento,
unable
inantok
to
na
acquire
ako.
a new
Gusto ko
host
matulog.
without
Maaga pa
making
bukas.
physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to
Kamusta
Aminoma
POE mo,
Yuya and
Jedi?
make your escape.
Okay na ba? Tagal ko talaga din nakalaro nun eh.
What of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear.
May
Each
bagong,
step
ano,
you have taken
character.
has come at a great cost. I think you
Na-delete ko
realized
yata
your
POE ko.
limitations long
Naglalag
ago.
din kasi ako minsan pag
The
nagpi-POE
more
ako
you
eh.
clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you
Binago.
wished to run from the truth. But the way I
Try ko
see
ulit
it,
maglaro, pero siguro
what
kapag ano
began
na,
as an ambition has long since become a
may
delusional
bago na
fantasy.
akong ano, system.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just
True,
one
hindi ko
step
pa
away
naabutan.
from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art.
Totoo din, hindi ko pa
But
natapos.
to make this arduous journey, you committed countless
Diba?
atrocities
Hindi ko
and showed a
natapos.
blatant disregard for human life.
Hindi pa yata, no?
Even if you were to sever that divine light,
Yun yung
is
endgame
this
grind.
truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You.
Sure, you inherited
Basta
the
kapag
secrets
ano,
of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this
Yun nga.
legacy, you treated the ones
Siguro
who
kapag
wielded you
ano,
as mere tools to do your bidding.
kapag, yun nga, may
How
bago na akong
could you
system.
possibly unleash the full
Kasi
potential
naglalag
of
ako sa
Ishin
laptop
art
ko eh. Kaya
when you act in
itong
perfect
stream
discordance
ko
with the
for
principle of
Genshin,
harmony
gamit ko ano eh,
between the
PS4.
blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool. I must achieve my goal.
Di kahit
This
na,
was his life's dream and the very purpose for which I was brought into
bubuo
being.
ano, desktop,
I will
yung maliit lang.
concede that you are most
Ay, text.
perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate
Mura
my
na lang
resolve.
ngayon.
And you
Oo, pero
should face reality.
kahit mura na,
Easy
wala akong
for you
pambili.
to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need
Bigyan mo
of
ako pambili,
anything that
Jedi.
would
May
stand
pambili
in
na
my
ako.
way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly
Bigyan mo ako ano,
not your so-called
9K.
reality.
Bili ako case.
It is pointless to argue further.
Kamusta naman si Aya Kirby?
Kaidahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
Wala, bagsak ngayon, ano,
How
Bitcoin.
stubbornly you stick to your wayward
Mabagsak pa nga,
path.
ano eh.
I do
Kaya,
not
ano,
believe for a
siguro.
second that you can challenge
Pero
the
habang
almighty
bumabagsak,
shogun
hindi
in
pa
your
naman
current
bumibili.
state. So let us
Kasi
make
alam
a
ko
bet,
babagsak pa eh. Bear
and I
market
will
pa
put
tayo
your
eh. So,
strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades.
tagal pa.
A
Mga
taste
next
of
year
my
siguro.
power will more than convince you. Once
Gera
we have
saan?
dealt with them, we shall proceed
Ukraine?
to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
4 years ba?
Kazuha?
Tingnan mo, anong pinaka, ano, bare minimum? 4 years.
This
Bare
is the
minimum
only
na
way to save Amenoma Yuya.
bagsak ng
If we
Bitcoin.
don't do this, he'll forever be
Alam
the
ko,
Blade's puppet.
under 20k na ba Bitcoin?
The cursed
Hindi pa ako
blade's strength is
nakapag-check eh.
currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions,
1 million na lang
I should
Bitcoin.
be able to put up some resistance for a while.
Peso?
But even so,
10.
Even if things take a turn
O,
for the
20k.
worse, I still have you both here
Hindi,
with me.
malay mo.
We have
Paano
a
pag
chance here to
bumagsak
save an
yun?
innocent victim.
20k.
I am willing to accept the risks
$10,000.
entailed.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to
Tama,
this bet because there are
$20,000.
things I wish to learn too.
10k is
Now,
500,000.
take
Oh,
me
20.
in your hand.
$20,000.
Kazuha?
Oo, syempre. Bumagsak
I'm okay.
price eh.
I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment.
Syempre, tigil sila.
It's alright.
Tapos, bagsak lahat
So
ng price
far,
ng
this was as I expected.
GPU. Kasi, di naman nila need eh. More or less, feeling ko magfa-flatline siya ng ilang buwan. Feeling ko lang. Kasi, baka next year pa
Thank you.
siguro yan dahan-dahan angat. More or less. Siguro. Hopefully. Hindi pa naman ako nakakabili.
Find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights.
True,
If a
mas
blade
konti na
built
yung
for
supply.
Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade
Pero baka
and bearer,
mag-flatline pa yan eh.
it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality,
Kasi bear market pa naman eh.
then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever.
Yes.
Right.
Nantok na ako.
Please
Magalas na
lead
siya.
the way.
What about Amanoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Aminoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he
Anong mga
hasn't regained his
NFT
own
na naipit
consciousness
mo?
yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Tapos ba? May quest pa? Kakalimutan na lang muna natin. Hirap. Yan, sir. Akyat ako. Yes, Asia server. Jed's pack you. Jedi, minumura ako.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Nandiyan pa ba si Jedi? SLPX, Ronin Luna. Anong Luna yan? Yung luma? Yung classic or yung Luna na bago? 2.0? O nga pala, ginawa ako moderator si Jedi. Classic. Di may natanggap kayong Luna 2.0? Oh, yung bagong Luna? Hindi yung, kasi may Luna C. Sa Binance, may nakalagay doon Luna C or Luna Classic, then yung Luna na bago. Which is tawag nilang 2.0.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Ba, ikaw lang.
Time to go. How's this?
Paano ipalit? Di naman siya ipapalit. Pero saan mo ba yung... Saan ba yung Luna mo? Binance ba? Kung nasa Binance naman yun, bibigyan ka dapat ng yung Luna na bago. Kung bumili ka ng Luna C na luma nung pabagsak siya. Kasi ako may natanggap ako. Like, 5. Kasi konti lang binili ko nung bumagsak.
Every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Pero, as of right now, hindi po pa yata siya makash in. Kasi... Awang ko. Depende sa may-ari ng Luna. Or ng Binance.
Instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Ba yan? May na-miss pa ako. Wala. Okay. 57, Paps. 57. Tumigil ako ng ilang buwan. Ngayon lang ako ulit nagbalik.
Let's get you one with nature.
Ikaw ba, Grant?
Time to go. The wind knows me. Falling leaves adorn my night.
57. Nakuha mo si Kazuha? Napag-pull ka kay Kazuha?
Something's up with the blade.
Bakit naman? Well, hindi ko na-roll si Bal, pero yun. Dendro Archon. Si ano? Yung 4 kamay?
The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield.
4 arms?
He cannot hold out much longer.
Alam ko siya yung
If he keeps
Dendro.
persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
Tagal pa yun.
What would that do to Amano Yuya?
O yung
I will be careful.
binabanggit mo yung may ano?
He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily.
Ah, yung yun.
He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Meron ba nun? 3 point. Baka. Hindi eh. Ah, yung babae. August? Baka October pa yun. Kasi after ng 2.8, rectang 3 na eh. So, ay. Baka dun. Lalabas siya dun.
Time to go. That hurts. One with nature.
Baka. Kasi after nga nito is, rectang 3.0. Walang 2.9. Yun ang pagkaintindi ko. Oh my god. Duling.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Dito.
It's fine. One with nature.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like...
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, You wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy. I finally figured out you wanted to reach a state of harmony with me.
I'm to the point na
For
i-skip
perhaps,
ko na lang.
but regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will
Yes, yes,
never
yes.
be the only one who truly...
Yes. Skip.
Here they
Skip.
are. Take them down.
Ah.
Where do they keep? Yup. We
Yes.
Don't worry. It's just...
Let's get down to business. The wind's nose.
Take this. More.
Ah.
Into the wind.
Wow. Hindi ko afford yan para lang ma-C3. Hanggang ano lang ako eh.
Time to go.
Makuha ko lang yung character.
The wind's nose.
50-50. C6 ko sinuserte sa ano.
way better with your own
Yayamanin,
sword.
sir. 40k.
You are
Ah.
a true Kaedehara in flesh and in
Well,
spirit. Though we fought briefly together,
at least na
you have
C3, no?
seen me for who I really am.
After hindi ka alubit,
knew
gumastos
anything
ka
of
ng
my
almost
story
40k tapos di
throughout
mo
my
rin
travels,
nilaro.
Nor
Tinamad
did I
ka
tell it
dahil
to
sa lahat.
anyone. You are the first person to know the truth.
Full ka ulit! Ay,
I thought that
kailan
if
ba
I
next
could
banner
achieve
ni Ban?
Ishin harmony with
Di ba
you,
nag-ano na yun?
perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
Mas lalong nakakano
But
kasi
in
yan eh.
this
Dapat
too, you
pag-ipunan
have
mo na
failed.
lang.
Indeed. No matter how hard I
Kesa,
tried,
ano,
I could not attain
40K.
that perfect harmony that your personal being does with you.
My God, 40k.
Too much
Ang
time
lula
has
ako.
passed. My physical
Yeah,
state
pag-ipunan mo
is
na lang.
poor
Para at
and without
least,
proper
ano,
maintenance.
pag
I can only
nakuha mo,
disguise my true
hindi
appearance
ka
behind an outer sheen.
siguro maumay or tamarin dahil
Yours
syempre
is the
pinag-ipunan
blade
mo
that
lang
took
naman
on
eh.
the Muso
Hindi
no
mo ginastusan.
Hitachi. And what a
Actually, this is...
Oo.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important.
Natala
for
ko
a
na sa
blade, but they are
50-50.
not
O di,
everything.
sure na yan. Matik.
This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time.
After nito,
Plus, in the
yung
moment that I
3.0,
most
dahil
needed
nakuha ko si
I
Kazuha,
received
50-50
aid
na ako.
from another power, skill, blade, determination, and desire. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolent.
Skip,
Though you
skip.
tried,
Ayoko na.
I resisted it. I feel a great. The
Gusto ko
moment
na matulog.
you have known this,
How could I? I said to
I believe our bet
Aw.
is now settled.
Sakto-sakto yung
Kazuha?
He now has neither. When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I
Oo,
was
ang daming,
transported
pag
to a
ano, yung
strange
tipong to the point
dimension.
na ayaw mo na pakinggan,
It was
pero
somewhere
kailangan
I've
mo
never
pa
been.
rin
A bladesmith lay
Ano?
quietly on the bed. His
palampasin
frail face
yung
barely visible under the
pinag-uusapan nila kasi kasama sa kwento.
His breaths were weak. A newly forged blade
Wala
lay
siyang
by his
auto-skip
side,
eh, yung talagang
listening
mag-skip siya
attentively to his
automatically.
final words.
Wow.
Tapos diretsyo na sa ano.
Indeed, he spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration in.
Yes,
he felt
yes, yes.
So he all he
Yes,
wanted.
yes.
So that's what.
Right. This blade.
Ipasa ako
Yes.
7:30. Bilisan
Time
mo
would
na.
not-
Tapusin
he
ko lang
seems
yung
to have
kwento. My God.
When I look back at the past, I remember the day of my fortune like it was just
Sabihin ko nga yan
yesterday.
pag sa survey.
I once
Nawawala sa
told
isip
him
ko yun
that I
eh.
would pay any price to fulfill
Ang
his
sinasabi ko
wishes.
kasi sa survey,
Such
more
was the debt
costumes
I
eh.
owed to him but darkness. Not only did I
Bibili mo yan ah.
Since
Costume
we
ni Dilo.
agreed to but I still cannot bring. So
Well, or more Dendro ka.
it has to be done in this my physical form.
His attitude. What do you think, Kazuha?
Yes, I
Let's
don't
hear
think
it.
nothing.
Thank you
Bilis,
all.
bilis.
Alas,
Ah, no?
no
Why?
more have I my
You
fights
don't
with
like
you.
Dilo?
Oh,
I will release. You must have.
understood.
I see. He used my body
Sino ba kasi
to
may
inflict
sabi?
harm on others.
Gumastos ka
I
ng ganun
utterly
kalaki.
despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me,
Ako ba?
he must still have some
Maski ako,
remaining
nanlambot
semblance
sa
of honor.
nakita ko, 40k
If the
eh.
duel can help to set this, I do not wish to.
There's no need.
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could. In any case,
Yun, tapos. Tapos na ba? Tapos na ba yung kwento? O may continuation? My God! May kwento pa si Kuya. Saan yun? Ayun. Kala ko tapos na. Hindi pa rin pala tapos.
This reminds Paimon a bit of
Yeah.
Still,
Okay,
are
ayoko
you
na.
ready?
Ayoko na.
ready? Okay. Successor,
Successor of Amen,
honored to cross.
it is my honor.
Bakakan ulit. Alam niya.
One with nature. Into the wind. One with nature. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Ah! Ay! Bike ka lumangoy! Uy! Tamang supros. Pwede na. Bakit? Ano lang to kasi, hindi to yung... Ano doon? Hindi ito yung aking...
Thank you for the
Nilevel up?
experience.
Ano lang kasi siya yung
Although he
parang
appears battered and
trial
broken,
character.
in your hands, it seems his sense of
Kaya
You
ganun lang
also
muna.
fought well.
Kasi
There are
kasama
a
sa
few
kwento,
I
kung yung
must
character ko mas
apologize
masakit
to you
dun eh.
for
So,
all-
You need not
Ano.
seek my
Yun
It is
talaga.
too late for all of that.
I do not wish for
Yeah,
forgiveness.
pre-built.
I
Pre-built
only
siya.
hope that you will see my
Ganun talaga pag
transgressions as
kwento.
mine
So, hindi mo
alone,
magagalaw
and not
yung
let them stain the legacy of
yung
Ishin
stats niya or
art.
pati yung equipment.
I strayed far from the straight and narrow
Relax.
path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha. I
Skip,
beseech
skip,
Yes.
skip.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there.
Ay, may
I'm
sweetie
not
pa.
sure.
Ayaw patulugin ng kwento ah. Gusto ko na matulog.
Worthless.
Sige lang. Teka.
I am sorry to.
Na 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 na. Yes, yes,
A
yes.
prized. But I have some.
Really?
Yes. Badly. And now that.
I think I know.
What's
Yes.
wrong, Kazuha?
Come on, come on, come on.
Yes. He said he wants to take
What?
He tells me I have decided. Thank you. Okay. I am ready.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean?
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
True gamer ba?
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still
Shit.
a chance for
40k
Ishi's
per
art. Once
character.
remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies.
Dahil nun, 40k per
lives
character.
And its
Hindi
finest
ganun
hour
kayaman.
is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its worth to the Shogun, as long as it is in
Yayamanin.
Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Wow. Rest in peace.
Tapos na? Tapos na? Tapos na ba?
So,
Putik na yan.
that's his conscious.
Kagotsurube.
Yes.
It seems like
Yes.
only in the
Yes.
Seems like
the same
Yeah.
fervent ambition that speaking for myself. I understand. Hearing his your quest to face the god after everything.
oh
I will continue to support you from.
wait.
Oh, and it's also time.
My God. Di pa rin tapos. Last na ba yun? Response. Chara-ra-ra-ra.
Useless.
Skip. Ayoko na makinig.
The Tenryou
Wow.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Ayaw mag-skip.
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon
Uy.
by means of a series. And so, it. The Kaedehara. Were I to
You misunderstood.
I am aware.
Very well. However, if you.
Great.
Where will you travel?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Let's see. I don't want to see. Ay, salamat. Tapos na. Kahaba nun ah. Dahil dyan, natulog na ako. Bye-bye. Bye, Jedi. Itong mata, pipigit na at may trabaho ko. Bye-bye. Ay, wait. Add ko muna si... Add ko muna si Grant. Add muna si Grant. Number yun? 800 252 252602. I need help. Really? Add friend. Tingnan natin. Wow! Ah? Sana, ang best usually,
is roughly kung mapaabot mo ng 80 crit rate and then 150 na, well, basta mapaabot mo lang ng 80 crit rate, okay na yung ano mo. Dual cryo. Ganun. Ano na kasi Jedi, matutulog na ako. I-out ko na, chinek ko lang. Nakakarot talaga mag-farm. Kaya ano. But, may Discord naman ako. Ba, dito. Anyways, tutulog na ako. Ano lang. May pasok pa ako ng 7:30. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, bye-bye.